definitely. And I also know that, or at least the audience I think knows that you also coach soccer too for prep. I would say, what do you think is like the biggest difference between coaching hockey and soccer, like in terms of like maybe like scheduling or like games and or anything like that?
I would say that a big difference maybe is just right off the bat is the atmosphere. Maybe at some of the games, it was a bit of a surprise when I started coaching hockey. I tell people this story where it was my first or second year coaching hockey, and we were playing Mount St. Joe's on a Friday night at Cabin John. And certainly no disrespect to Mount St. Joe's. They have a strong program and they've won the state title several times, but it's not exactly a traditional rival. And our entire student section was filled and going absolutely crazy. And I think that the Georgetown prep community loves showing up to hockey games. I guess it's the Friday night atmosphere. Maybe it's getting off campus. Maybe it's the social aspect of it. And that is a greatly appreciated support. As a coach, you appreciate it very, very much that you have such support. And I think that the soccer team also gets great support at the school. But the games being 4:00 in the afternoon, not in the stadium, soccer not quite being a traditional American sport, some of your bigger games are not played in nearly that atmosphere. And certainly it is one of my great goals at Georgetown Prep as a teacher and coach to continue to build the support for all programs. And I think sometimes some soccer guys say, let's get some more fans. And generally my first reaction is, well, when's the last time you went to a cross country meet? And I think that is something that I want to see. I think there is nothing that brings a bigger smile to my face than seeing Friday night lights of football and the entire student section out there or at the hockey games. But it would be my hope that we can get everybody out at everything. I think that would be awesome. I think, Ryan, you probably know sometimes you're playing a big baseball game and they're not always the most fans at baseball games. And this year our team went undefeated. And so we have very, very strong programs. And I think we do a good job supporting all of them. And we can do even better. In terms of the sports, where it's different, I would say managing that most of your hockey players are going to be in the middle of a club season during hockey season. And sometimes they're on the ice probably too much. And with soccer, it's a little bit easier in that most guys aren't playing club in the fall. But to me, I try to coach both sports in a very similar way. I think I try to coach skills as much as I can. I try to make the practices as fun as possible, while hopefully all the guys realize that we are there to win. So I think there's more similarities than differences, but certainly there are differences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember the first time I ever went to like a prep student or like a prep game too, and I was a freshman, and like the atmosphere that like you get to like experience like in football and hockey too, and even soccer sometimes too, is just second to none in my opinion. Like those like experiences being in like the booster section are just insane. It's crazy to me. But yeah, I know Colin, you had a question too that you want to say.